Hello, friends. Matt Real here. Again, I know, without EJ Gomez. I'm really sorry. We did record an intro, but you know what? The audio sounded like pure dog shit, so we had to cut it out. What happened? What did you miss? He was talking about Bar Rescue. He's been watching a lot of that show. I guarantee he'll bring it up again. I was talking about how I've been playing a lot of the Spider-Man game for PlayStation. And just imagine the most interesting conversation you could possibly think of, and that's really what it was. But you know what? C'est la vie. I believe that means such is life, and I believe that's French. So, go figure. And you know what? After that, we just talked about our amazing guest this week, which I can do right now. Our amazing guest this week is Niki Ang, Buzzfeed producer, great friend. So we'll get to that shortly. But before we do that, I just want to mention very quickly, this is a video podcast. So if you're only listening on iTunes, you're not getting the full picture. You're not getting the picture at all, really. It's just audio. So if you want to get a picture, go to youtube.com/MattyRiri, and you're going to see everything. Literally everything there is to see on the show, you'll see it. So whether you're listening or watching, ladies and gentlemen, Niki Ang. Also, EJ, I have to apologize to you. I was editing the unsolved episode. There was something I was very rude to you about the Tom Cruise trivia.
Oh, I wasn't. I didn't take any.
You didn't, but I saw it. And
Well, I appreciate the
comment. I did edit it out.
Are you holding empty cards?
I was gonna write something down.
Should I hold some too?
This whole show is my endeavor to become better at hosting. So, what do you want to talk about? See, like I was just leaned away from the microphone. You really gotta be.
We really gotta be here the whole
time.
time.
You gotta be up on it.
I believe they call it eat the mic.
Eat that mic. I just peeked that mic.
Yeah, you did.
Eat the mic. I literally just peeked it so I could see if it was.
Don't peek it.
Okay.
I won't peek it. It's hot in Topeka.
It's hot in Topeka.
One Thanksgiving, I watched nothing but that show.
I loved that show.
It's so fucking good.
I don't
Blue
know
is
what we're
amazing.
talking about.
Foster's Home for Imaginary
Foster's
Friends.
Home for Imaginary Friends.
I don't know what we're talking about.
It's a cartoon show
Oh, okay.
from the creator Craig McCracken.
Great name.
He created
Craig McCracken.
he created the Powerpuff Girls. Anyway,
I did watch that. Yes. Did you ever watch that cartoon Flapjack? The one with the
no,
kid?
if it came out in the last like 3-4 years,
No.
it did.
Like 5.
Yeah, too recent for me.
It's pretty funny. He lives inside the mouth of a whale named Bubby.
I didn't like the animation style. There's
This
a new
whole show is
show.
Matt just shitting on what
That's
people
fine.
like.
I
I
feel
mean-
bad because it is.
It's
really.
okay though.
I am not concerned that we're going to run out of things to talk about.
No.
I'm just concerned if you need an actual structure.
Oh God, no.
Oh, there's no structure.
Okay.
I am the editor of the show, and so
Great.
I edit and make it sound like it's a genuine 30-minute conversation.
That's
You
pretty
do
good.
a good job of that, yeah.
Thank you.
It will be my
People say
plan
that.
to foil that today.
Good luck. So, I haven't introduced you yet.
Oh, we're starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Niki Ang,
Hi.
Buzzfeed producer. That's the title, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Host, director,
Yes.
from shows Home Buddies,
Yeah.
Eating Your Feed.
Eating your feed. Yes.
The very successful Eating Your Feed.
Yes. We are doing season 2. I was in a meeting about it yesterday.
I saw the Instagram
It's exciting
intent. Do you want to talk about any other shows?
stuff. I mean, we could say I did do a show called Wedding Season. I'm Nikki, and this is my fiance Kelsey. We're getting married this year, and we can't wait to make this perfect day our own.
Oh
Last
my
year
God.
that
We've got to
you
talk
worked
about
on.
wedding season.
It's wedding season that you worked on, and
That's where we met.
it is kind of where we.
No,
you
it's
were
100%. I
you were
had-
an intern
What?
when I started shooting
Yes.
that show, and I was like, "Oh, this guy knows what he's doing."
Oh.
And then one time you gave me a ride home, and I was like, "This guy's cool."
Oh.
Nice, man.
And then
Favors.
you were at the wedding.
Yeah. So the wedding season was a show that you produced, so you could get a lot of your wedding stuff paid for.
No,
Smart.
I actually didn't get a lot of my wedding stuff. I paid personally a lot for my wedding. It was
Okay.
not mostly through work, but I was, being like a young, like queer couple I married a woman. Spoiler. You find that out in episode 3. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was
I'm
gonna
just
say.
kidding. Got you.
I never watched an episode.
Yeah, I
of
know. That's fine. Well, no, like the wedding industry is old. Like it's timeless, but it's like old.
Yeah.
And a lot of like old people will tell you how you should have your wedding done.
Sure.
So I just like was having the hardest time figuring out like how do I even know what I want my wedding to look like when like everything I'm seeing is like old and straight and
Right.
white and full of like old traditions. Like the bouquet toss and the garter toss like felt very off to us.
Sure.
So we were like, we're not gonna do any of that.
I don't even understand what that shit is.
It's just like really old tradition.
I've
Yeah.
seen them at weddings.
I mean, you got married, EJ.
Yes, I did get married.
Did you like crawl up your wife's skirt and pull off a garter with
no,
your teeth?
No, because we talked about that, and especially she was telling me that she was like, that would be so uncomfortable to do in front of all of our family.
Yes.
Parents?
Yeah, and like being under the
Grandparents?
like why would I do
And
that?
people be like, "Ah!"
Like, yeah, keep
and then like
going.
fling it around and like
Yeah,
toss
I'm
it
like,
into the
that's-
face of a groomsman. I don't.
That's so weird. Yeah.
What's the
know.
point? Do you know the point?
It's like the equivalent of a bouquet toss. So
Yeah.
he would like
Yeah.
fling it at like
I mean,
one of his
like-
groomsmen or like.
I mean, like kind
dudes.
of the just
I don't know.
like how long have you been married?
I have been married over a year now.
Just had it?
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Just had it? When was your anniversary?
June 23rd.
September 4th.
Very
Wow.
recent.
Very,
Ah.
very recent.
3 days ago.
A couple days ago, yeah.
But
Happy
yes.
anniversary.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary. I don't think I told Kelsey happy anniversary.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Way to go, Matt.
Is there any chance you could lower the monitor?
Is that good?
That's beautiful.
Perfect.
Anything. Anyway.
We are on today.
All right.
These early morning ones are tough.
Tough.
We were talking about the weddings.
We were talking about the weddings. Yes.
I do want to talk about weddings.
Do you? Oh.
Whoa.
No.
Ah.
All right, everybody.
Oh, we're talking about wedding.
Okay.
All right, Matt.
No. But we went on wedding season. Don't
We
do
did
that.
wedding season.
I
You were there.
didn't know you until we started working on it.
Yes.
And then by the end, I was at your wedding.
You were there, but you were
Wow.
working.
It does sound more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wasn't invited.
Okay, if I were getting married like this year, you guys would definitely be invited.
Great.
But I didn't know you very well.
Snuck in.
Snuck in.
Do you guys wish? Is there anything that you would change about your wedding now that you literally could change? Because, like, okay, so I've been dating my girlfriend for 4.5 years.
4.5 years.
We're gonna be 5 in March. Nobody's got any fucking money at all. So, is there anything that you did at your wedding that you would change? Like, would you spend all the money? Would you not invite? You don't have to say certain people, but like, would you have invited me? You did invite me. I didn't go.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, right?
I would have gone.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you're welcome.
There was a legitimate reason that I couldn't go.
That's fair.
Obviously.
Yeah. No, it was okay. I understood.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I forgive you. I guess.
I wish I was there.
It was pretty fun.
Anyway.
What would you change?
I don't know. I don't know what I would change. I mean,
So it was perfect. Storybook.
yeah, because of like what actually happened,
Sure.
right? Like when you think back.
Would you have invited me?
Yes, I would have. You wanted me to say that.
The
I
whole
just told you
Point
that.
of the episode
I already
is for her
said
to
you
admit
that.
she messed up and not invite.
It wasn't.
Yes,
episode
I would
ends.
invite you.
That's not why I asked that
We
question,
cut the
but I
episode here.
did
We're
think
like,
it'd be
alright.
a funny opportunity to
my
bring this
God.
back.
And that's the episode, everyone. Thanks for watching. Matt got the thing he wanted. Yes,
it.
no, I most definitely would have invited. I would
Sorry,
have
that
invited.
was just. I knew that was gonna be funny, so I went for it. Everything was perfect. Would you have done it in a different place
No.
earlier, time of day?
No.
Right.
Anyways, but everybody knows. Everyone who's gotten married knows the only thing that really matters after the fact is the photos.
Yeah, 100%.
Here's the thing.
Spend the money on the photographer.
So at my brother's wedding, a mutual a friend did it. Like his friends
Did the photos.
did the photos.
Nice.
She was like, "Let's do all the photos before the ceremony."
Yeah.
And then they did the newlywed photos just immediately after.
Right.
And that kept that fucking train rolling.
Yeah.
And that was great. And that's what I would do
Yeah.
if I ever get married.
Spend the money on the photographer for sure.
Put up the photos.
Spend the money on the photographer.
Because you can't redo them.
Another cool thing about knowing the photographer, my mom emailed me. It was weird. She sent me an email about the wedding beforehand. She goes, do not do a thumbs up in any of the wedding photos. I do take, on most of my Instagram photos, I do a thumbs up. And my mom goes, do not do that once
man.
in the wedding photos.
Did you?
Well, I knew the wedding photographer.
Oh, my God.
So that's the wedding.
That's the wedding.
How's marriage going? You just hit a year.
We just did our 1 year. Marriage is great.
How long have you guys been living together? 3?
4?
4?
Yeah, because we were living together in Seattle before we moved down here.
People say don't do that, but I don't know how you can't.
Don't do what? Move in together?
Move in together before you get married.
I've heard people be like, you have to know what it's like to live with them
Right.
before you get married.
I agree.
Listen, when it comes to marriage, and relationships, and weddings, everyone's got an opinion.
Everyone's got an opinion, and just like buttholes, they all stink.
I don't think it's a butthole sting. I don't think that's the phrase.
It's opinions are like buttholes.
Everyone
Everyone's got
has
them,
Everyone's got
and they
them.
stink.
And they
I do
There
like
it
my
is, yeah.
version better.
This is good. I like it.
Just like buttholes, they stink. Yeah, so no one knows any fucking idea about how to stay
No.
married.
No.
It's also people who are on their like third marriage that are telling
Oh,
you.
yeah. That's.
Here's what-
I'm
here's
like,
what-
now I've really known.
here's
And I'm
what
like,
you
do you?
Now I really
Do
know.
you?
Here's what you do. Don't take advice from me.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, no, marriage is great. I know that there's kind of with like a lot of young people, and I think a lot of like younger straight people. So, but there's this kind of like rejection of marriage as like a concept because of like how it's tied to like very dated ideals of like ownership and like,
Oh,
well, you
sure.
don't need like, there's a lot of people who are like, we've been together for 10 years, we have no need to get married. And like, that's like
Right.
totally cool. And I totally respect that. From like coming from the perspective where like I never knew if I actually could marry this person that I did want to marry, actually being able to carries a lot more weight for us personally.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like, I love it. Like people are always like, oh, does it feel different? Probably not. You were living together. Like it does. Like
Yeah.
there's this level of like it being like legal and us being like responsible. Cause like we're constantly being mistaken for like friends. People are always like, hey
Sure.
girls,
Yeah.
you know, like that kind of stuff. But to actually be like, no, actually legally we are recognized like as a couple if anything happens. Like
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
responsible for this person.
And then you go for this one.
yeah, exactly. And it's I like it. Would you agree?
Yeah, I actually everyone has an opinion on like
Yeah.
why are you married this young and like, things like
Yes.
that. And it's like, well, maybe I found the person
You
I
guys
want to
are
be with
both
for
the same
Exactly.
age.
Oh, you're 25?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People always say that to me like
I
at
just
work
said about
especially.
you.
They'll be like, "Oh, like you're married at 25?" Like, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah."
Or people are like, oh, they stole your 20.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
you're
what?
No, what?
Dark.
Maybe they're helping make it better. Like
Goddamn.
what?
Yeah.
That's always the comments I get. But I really enjoy being married. It's a lot
Yes.
easier in the sense of like knowing that I can come home and like I can unwind with this person and I can complain literally about anything
Yes.
and like they understand. Like that's a really cool feeling to
Yeah.
have.
I don't know. I like it.
Other thing you wanted to talk about, we got Emmys on here. We got Stardew Valley.
You introduced it to me.
Well, we were talking. I brought up Stardew Valley because it's a video game that we both play.
It is.
You just recently got married in Stardew Valley.
Yes, Stardew Valley. It's like a little life simulator game.
Yeah.
And you're like a person in a village, and there's people to get to know, and then you can marry them, and it's
Yeah.
cute.
You can
It's
marry
very
them.
cute.
You
Is
can
it
have-
fun?
You could have babies and you can
It's
divorce.
yeah, it's
looks fun. It looks
Yeah.
like a fun
You
game.
have to take care of a farm, so there's responsibility.
Oh, I could be
But
a farmer.
It was like one of the first things I asked you. I was like, "Can I be gay?"
That was a funny.
It was a funny exchange.
Yeah, because you said we had talked about Stardew Valley,
But like,
and then later, with like
Yeah.
on the iPhone thing where it pops up a new time, which
yeah,
means this is
yeah,
not
it's
part of
not
that
part of the
conversation.
previous
You
conversation.
said, "Can I be gay?" And my response was, "You very much are."
Yeah.
Can you be gay in the game?
Yes.
You sure can.
Wow.
My character's a woman. I married a woman.
Wow.
She's into science and robots.
Every time I try and play video games, every time I do play video games, I try and be something other than what I normally am. Like, oh, I'll be a woman, or I'll be a
Yeah.
one of those cat people from the Skyrim.
Something strange happens to Khajiit when they arrive in Skyrim.
But I always end up just making me 100%.
Yeah,
I'm just making the
it's-
decisions that I make.
Just a cat version of you with a mustache.
It's hard not to.
It really is.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, it makes it. But this looks like a really fun game.
Dude,
Very
Stardew
cute.
Valley, if you have I would say if you have a Switch, even if you have a PC, play it on the Switch because there's nothing better. It's a life simulator. It's a slow moving, chill game.
Very chill.
Nothing better than just chilling on the couch, harvesting some.
What's the
Yeah.
highest stakes that happens in that game?
So literally,
Seems
literally,
like-
this is it. This is it. The point of the game, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything. No, at the top of the game, you get this farm,
Okay.
right?
All right.
From your grandpapa
Oh,
who
okay.
has passed.
Okay.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
He comes
Yeah.
back and judges you later.
Oh, that I do know.
Wait,
In your third year.
Yeah, in your third year, he
He
floats
returns.
in, and he goes,
And he judges you.
could have done better.
Rude. That has not happened to me yet, but I did know it happened.
It happened to me, and I was like, fuck.
He says that regardless.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
You can say like,
you
hey,
can-
great job.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my god, I need
yeah.
to figure out how to do that. I am in the winter of my second year, so it's close.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have
There's
enough time.
seasons?
Yeah, there's 4 months.
Because you're a
there's seasons.
farmer.
Oh.
The game is
my-
amazing.
I'm
it's
in.
it's
I'm
You
super
grow
sold.
different stuff.
I'm gonna do like a really short pledge for this game.
I'm there.
Everyone should play this game. Buy a Switch, play the game.
Okay.
It is the guy created the game because he was like, life's too hard. This should be like what life should be, very chill. Because you start off you're working in a cubicle in this shitty job, and then you get this farm, and he's like, we should appreciate the natural beauty of the world. We should appreciate being there in moments. You're forced to go to these like events and interact
Yeah, like
with
community
people.
events, town stuff.
Is it multiplayer?
It is.
What?
It's multiplayer on the PC. They're porting the multiplayer for the Switch, and then eventually it'll be
Like-
there for Xbox.
What? How?
Yeah, we could goof around each other's farms.
Oh my
What?
god!
I'm
I
getting
can't
this.
wait.
Not yet.
I'm gonna destroy your farm.
Dude, 100% you should get
Don't
it.
destroy.
Not your
Don't,
farm.
you
Oh,
bitch.
okay.
Don't do it.
Poison the crops.
You can't. So the guy was like, it's one guy who made the game. I've said this before,
I've
to
heard this
everyone who
story
talks about
many
it.
times.
but it's one guy who made the game. He spent 6 years. He made it. He was dirt poor while he was making it. He releases the game, and there's like $1 million in his like
What?
PayPal account.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very successful.
It's a real Cinderella story.
Yeah.
It really is. It's wonderful. He created every single pixel in the game. All of the music of the EJ,
Music's fun.
pull up Spotify for a second.
Oh my god.
Just search Stardew Valley. Play any one of these tracks. Stardew Valley. thing.
Overture.
Yeah. This is the start music of the game.
Oh,
It's super cool.
You're gonna love it.
Oh,
It's
my
real
God.
yeah.
cute. Every
Yeah.
season is a
I'm
different song.
I'm into this. And there's a song called Pelican Town.
That's
Oh,
the
dude,
town.
That's the town.
So
That is
cute.
fantastic. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
would like it.
The guy who made and wrote every single storyline in there also made all the music. It's literally built by one guy.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
How long did it take? You said 6 years for him to
6
do it?
years.
Wow.
He's a millionaire now.
6 years to change your life.
Wow.
But he was like, I think he's a vegetarian, but he was like, you can't eat or kill the animals.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can.
and
You
the
can have
animals-
animals.
The animals can't die.
No.
You can't harm other players. And for the most part, the game is like void of hostiles.
Except for the mines.
You go in the mines, there are things that try and hurt
Whoa.
you.
What happened
Yeah.
to the mines?
There's creatures.
You're going to have to find out yourself, bud.
You mine things.
Ah.
Yeah. But I don't think this is pointless to talk about on the podcast. It's something you've been playing a lot.
I have. Well, you had been talking it up, telling me that story over and over. And then I was.
I'm a good campaign for things I like.
You are. You like that TV that you almost convinced me to buy in Best Buy that one time.
You should.
We've been traveling a lot recently for work. And I was like, there's going to be a lot of airport time. There's going to be a lot of like hotel downtime. I need
Yeah.
something mindless to do. And I always enjoy video games. And I was like, I'm taking the Switch.
I can't believe that your wife let you take that Switch for that long.
Yeah.
Does she not love it as much?
Her love of Zelda has waned.
As it does.
It's
The
like
game-
Zelda's like
As
a
it
full-time
The
job.
game is too long.
I think
I've
everyone
never said that about any game.
everyone kind of drops off around the same time. I think she's done all of the 4 divine beasts.
If you're playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, you do the 4 divine beasts.
and then you
chuck
don't
it.
exactly. And then you don't defeat Ganon because you don't necessarily want it to be over.
Right.
But also, what else is there to do?
Yeah. Yeah. I had a problem where I was playing Stardew Valley and Zelda at the same time. And so I'd get
I dropped
stressed
off
out.
of Zelda too.
I'd
Yeah.
get stressed out in Zelda and then just go to Stardew Valley because it's so chill. And then eventually
Yeah.
I was just never
Only
wanted
do
the
Stardew Valley.
stress.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So that's Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I yes.
You also you watch this is one thing about you that I never get to share with you because I'm not sharing you information. I can't share your love of television
Yes.
because I don't watch TV.
Yes.
Not because I'm smart, because I'm not. Not at all.
You prefer movies.
Dramatic television shows, you have to sit there, you have to watch it,
Yeah,
and
you
the
have to
payoff
bet.
is it just takes so fucking long.
I hear you.
I'm not
I respect
squashing
that.
anyone's
No, I
love
know.
of TV.
I know.
But they go, hey, have you seen Game of Thrones? And when would I fucking find the time?
I know. Well,
Yeah,
see,
I haven't seen it either.
I wasn't watching it.
Okay.
And I was also like, oh, it's so violent. And like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like rape in it. And I was like, I don't want to watch that. And like, to be fair, like my mom watched it before I did. And there was like a time when I was home and I watched her, like, she was watching it. And I happened to watch like one of the most violent fight scenes ever. And I like felt ill after watching it. And I was like, I cannot watch the show. It's when, spoilers, it's when the Hound and Brienne literally like have a fist fight for like
God, I
20
hated it
minutes.
when the Hound and Brienne had that fist
It's
fight.
brutal. But it's like
I've
very
never
realistic. It's probably how people beat the shit out of each other. Then,
Oh,
anyways,
yeah.
but then everyone kept talking about it, and I felt left out. It was FOMO. FOMO got me. I was like, this is a cultural experience,
Yeah.
and I am missing out on it. Like everyone in our generation is gonna remember when Game of Thrones ends.
Yeah.
Everyone is gonna remember that ending.
Yeah.
Like whether or not you watch it, you're gonna know when it
I
ends.
can't fucking wait.
And you're gonna remember. You're gonna remember what happens. We're probably all gonna be disappointed because there's no way everyone's gonna be happy.
Sure.
But you're gonna remember it. And I wanted to be a part of that.
Sure. It's
And
just
then
a
I
hustle.
watched all of it. I watched
So
all
are
of
you
it.
caught up right now?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
How long did it take you?
Like 2 months.
God.
I'm very good at binge watching TV.
I
Very
watched
good at
I
it.
watched The Wire and I watched Breaking Bad. And I watched Breaking Bad when it was airing.
Oh, okay.
And so that was like, this is the last time I'm ever gonna fucking do this.
You watched the whole thing.
Whole thing. And like talked about the ending with people when
Yeah.
it ended, and I was like, this is just not worth it at
Okay,
all.
that's fair. A lot of the times it's disappointing.
Yeah.
But the journey.
I'd love a show that's like Eastbound and Down did this. A lot of British television does this, and they're like 2 series and we're out. Like
Yeah.
here
Right,
it is.
yeah.
And the series are 6
Yeah.
episodes. Like do that. Give me. I'll
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
a
yeah.
mini series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I just cannot I just can't jump on board for 6 seasons of something. I don't want to be fucking 22 when something starts and end when when I'm 30. I don't care
That's
that
fine.
much.
Okay.
And this is from someone who's seen all of the Marvel movies. So I'm not like,
There's a lot of TV out there, and I
Yeah.
know there's a lot of good TV out there, but I always end up making like right now I'm watching Terrace House and Great British Bake Off because those
ooh.
are easy watches. Easy watches.
Now tell me about Terrace House, because all of the people who
Who've
like
come
the
on the
things that I
show.
like,
No one has talked about it when they come on the show. Because like Shane and Ryan love it too.
they do. But I don't think that they've been watching it when they came on the show. I don't think it was.
Oh,
the
got
thing
it.
that we're
Got it.
talking
Yeah,
about.
because
What is it?
it is a Japanese reality television show, and it is in Japanese, so you are reading. But it's not specifically a dating show, but there is dating involved. It's basically a house in Japan, and there's 3 women and 3 men who live in it, and they can be of any age. They don't have to be single, but most of them are because the romance.
They
is
want
very
them to
exciting
do
people.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they want them to. It's exciting.
So it's just like a Big Brother, but it's
Yes.
Japanese and it's different.
But what's great about the show is that that's half of it. The other half of it is this panel of comedians. There's 6 of them, and they introduce the show, and they set up what they like catch you up at the beginning of every episode, and then right when you're watching like the stuff go down in the house, and you kind of want to talk about it, they cut to the commentary group, and they like take a pause in the content, and they all just debrief it, and they talk about it. They make fun of people. It's like
Oh.
it's really interesting.
Who's the commentary group? Are they people from the show? Or are they?
No,
Just-
they're a consistent cast. I think they have
They're
one
just a
that
panel,
way.
like
They're a panel.
comedian,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's
And
fine.
they're the ones who are like, "Oh, I like that this is happening. Oh, remember when so and so said that?" And it's like talking about it with your friends in the middle of the show.
It sounds like my least favorite part of Queer Eye. When they watch the date.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it's
Turn that shit
it's actually very, very fun.
That's cool. I want to
'Cause
watch it.
it's-
It seems like
it's
something
funny.
that Sadie and I would love.
Yeah, I mean, there's some seasons where like nothing happens because they're real people who all have different jobs, and a lot of time they're like, "Oh, I'm never here, so I'm at work," and it's none of it's very dramatic, none of it's
Is it-
very produced, but it's like very pleasant.
They're not all there all the time.
I mean, they all live there.
But like, there's like, oh, this person's at work.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, so and
Weird.
so's like in Japan, like in a different part of
Weird.
Japan for work.
It's not like
real
it's not
life.
like 24/7 though. Right?
No, it's moments and it's storylines.
I have to watch it.
Give it a
Is
shot.
it on Netflix?
It is on Netflix. A couple
What's-
of different seasons, different
What's
locations.
The other one. There's one that's like from Wales. It's called like Island Sun or Island House.
Oh,
Sun
I've heard of it, but I don't know.
Island.
I don't know. Anyways, TV that I actually wanted to
Oh yeah.
I want to talk about the Emmys because the lead actress category is very interesting and very exciting for me.
Would you mind bringing it up?
I
Would you
will
mind
bring
pulling it up? I have a great love
10 minutes.
for 3 of the actresses in there. Like, truly a great love for them and their television. And I'm very excited.
I would love if there's even a show that I've seen or heard of.
So the 3 that I'm excited about that were nominated, Claire Foy for The Crown.
Yeah, I got him right here.
Don't know who that is?
The Crown?
Don't know what that is.
The Crown.
You can say it as much as you'd like.
It's about Queen Elizabeth.
It's a show?
The current one, yes. It's a Netflix
Mm.
show. It's beautiful. Sorry, that was really
Sure.
loud. That was. It's like, it's a
beautiful.
it's a gorgeous show. British television, kind of historically accurate, maybe not. Did you watch Doctor Who? Matt Smith from
No, I don't.
Okay,
It's a television
I
show.
don't either. But Matt Smith is in it. She's the
Oh.
young queen.
Wasn't
it's
there a
excellent.
controversy that he was
Yeah, he was
nominated
paid,
for
but
something or paid
no,
more,
he was
or,
paid more than she was, but because of his
he's
his
a star.
success on Doctor Who. Yes, Doctor Who.
Is she
but-
new?
No,
Okay.
but
Sorry.
she just because Doctor Who, British television, he was very much a big British star.
He was a hot
so,
commodity.
but they leveled it out. They paid her.
Ah,
They
beautiful.
paid her out. Yeah, and it's not gonna happen moving forward. Anyways, the show's great. I love it. People love it. It is dense British drama, so you do have to pay attention.
Yeah.
But I think it's visually stunning. The stories are so interesting to me. I love British drama. So that's a great one.
You like period pieces?
I love period. Downton Abbey. Oh, love it.
I can't even get with
love
it.
it. There's a Downton Abbey movie coming out.
What?
It's not going to be good, but I'm going to watch it.
Wow. Is it going to be like the Entourage movie?
Probably.
And
Okay,
I-
but
it's
look
only
at
gonna say
look at
she's
this.
amazing.
So this category is so strong. So Claire Foy, The Crown,
Can you
Tatiana
read that?
Maslany
Oh,
for
you're being
Orphan
read.
Black, a show that I love. Not a lot of people know about it. She won, if not last year, the year before. She has actually won this
I
category.
always
already.
got Orphan Black mixed up with Black Mirror.
Very different. I don't
know.
like Black Mirror. Sorry.
I do watch Black Mirror because it's an anthology.
Very
I can
exciting.
pick it up right now.
Sandra Oh for Killing
Ah,
Eve.
yes.
The first Asian woman to be nominated in this
Really?
category.
Wow.
Correct me if I'm wrong. She's also Canadian. And then Elizabeth Moss for Moth.
Ah, for
Elizabeth
the
Moss for
Handmaid's,
Handmaid's
Tale.
Tale.
That's a show I know about
I can't.
slightly.
I can't watch it. It's too traumatizing. And then Evan Rachel Wood for Westworld.
Ugh,
I also
really?
don't watch that.
What?
She's
She's.
there's so much TV to watch.
Terrible
Okay.
on that show.
I've watched 3 out of 5. I think that's pretty good.
I think
3 out
Westworld
of 6.
stinks.
So Killing Eve it was created by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who did Fleabag. She's a British writer. She's got a very interesting sense of humor, very like dark and twisty. So Killing Eve, Sandra Oh is a detective, and her counterpart, this woman named Villanelle, is an assassin, and it's basically a cat and mouse game.
Oh, that's fun.
But they somehow are like extremely fascinated with each other. So they're like trying to catch each other because one of them is killing people and the other one wants her to stop killing people. But they also just like have this fascination with how each other works.
yeah.
And so it's like a very much like a psychological of
Is it like a mutual respect?
yes, definitely.
Game
definitely.
recognized game.
Exactly. But like really, really interesting. And just like it makes me sad to say this, but like female led with a story like that. Like I feel like that cat and mouse assassin versus like spy story we've seen a lot, but mostly with
Sure.
like male leads.
Yeah.
And so when you take a female perspective on it, the things that are important are different,
Sure.
right? Like the things that fascinate you are different. And I think that's what the show's creators did a really good job of capturing of like, it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna get this guy, he's threatening my family. It's like, she's so smart.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know whether I'm like really attracted to that or like really freaked out by it.
Sometimes both.
I'm scaroused. Sometimes the both. And like the
Scaroused.
scene where they like finally meet each other is like excellent.
Oh.
I won't give it away.
Is
but
the
it's,
show
like,
over?
This first season ended. It has been renewed for a second season.
Ah.
Oh, cool.
But
So they
I
don't
mean,
kill each other.
Yeah.
Hate being
I
able
don't
to
know.
guess.
Spoiler.
Anyways,
the fucking
that
ending.
show's excellent.
So who's winning?
I have
Say
a
it right
feeling-
now.
I have
One
a
name.
feeling Elizabeth Moss will, which makes me sad, but I really hope Sandra Oh takes it because She deserves it. She's excellent. I loved her as Christina Yang.
Every time Sadie watches The Handmaid's Tale, every time I look up, they're just sweating, screaming. That's all it is all the
Yeah,
time.
because it's very stressful.
Yeah.
I respect all of them. I think they're all excellent. It's a very competitive
So it's a great category
group.
this
It's a
year.
great category.
Yeah.
Nikki, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
If people want to see more of you,
Mm.
it's Nicola
Nicola.
Ang?
Ang.
If they're typing it out. I don't know
Yes,
how to pronounce
at
your first name.
NICOLAANG. That's me on Twitter and Instagram. That's it.
Great. Anything? Eat your feed. A full first
Eating-
season. Eating your feed.
Eating your feed.
Eating your feed. Full first season.
It's
up
on
now
Tasty.
on
It's on
Tasty.
Watch me.
You guys are also on Hulu.
Is
if you don't
it?
know, yeah.
Eating your feed's on
Mhm.
Hulu.
Wow.
I didn't know
That's awesome.
Mhm.
that. So is Wedding Season and Home Buddies
Wow.
and Amazon.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thanks.
Back to you back to you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Haha, thanks, Matt. You just listened to the Niki Ang interview, everyone. Real quick before we go, as always, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at I'm Into That Pod. Follow me, Maddie_Riri. Follow EJ Gomez. Thanks to Caleb Hurst for letting us use the theme song. You can listen to more of his stuff at Caleb Hurst 34 on SoundCloud. That's also his Twitter, so go tweet at him. Say, I loved this theme. Thanks to everyone who's emailed us at I'mIntoThatPodcast@gmail.com. We really appreciate the emails and the messages you guys are sending. That is what makes us do this show. Finally, please give this channel on whether you're listening on iTunes or YouTube, give it a subscribe. Give us a rating. I think you can only do that on iTunes, but give us a rating wherever you can. If you find a place to give us a rating, just go ahead and give us 5 stars or the equivalent to whatever that rating system is, wherever you find it. You're going to want to subscribe, though, because next week is a very, very, very fun and interesting episode, and you're not going to want to miss it, if I do say so myself, and I did say so myself. So, for whatever that's worth. Thank you, guys. We will see you next week.